Alright, today we are diving into the Sony ZV-1F, aka is Sony's budget-friendly vlogging camera. I've been using this camera for almost 2 years now, and I got it off of Amazon for under $500, which is actually pretty affordable compared to other cameras. Today we are talking about autofocus, video quality, audio, and how stable the camera is, and who this camera is really for. I'm gonna show you some real-life tests of real-life footage that I took on this camera compared to my iPhone, and I'm also going to share some things that I wish I knew before buying this camera. Okay, first let's talk about the design. It's very compact, it's very small. It's honestly super tiny. It's really lightweight. It fits in my purse perfectly and I don't even feel it. If I carry it without a tripod, it basically feels like a phone in there. So size-wise, it's amazing. It also has a screen that folds out to the side. That can be a little bit distracting if you are new to vlogging or new to talking to the camera, because I still do this. I look at myself instead of looking at you guys. And I know I should be looking at the camera, but I still just on the side. Also, I am so sorry if I'm looking down or to the side. I do have my computer here with my notes that I organized before I started filming this video to make sure I shared all the right information. However, with all of that being said, my first complaint on this camera is the zoom. The zoom is not very good on this camera. I'll insert some footage here of me zooming into stuff. Whenever I do super zooms in my videos, it's most likely Ken Burns on Final Cut Pro or my iPhone, because my iPhone does zoom better than this camera. So for me, the zoom score would be 2 out of 5, honestly, because it's not that good. It kind of makes everything kind of blurry if you zoom too much and you really can't see long distance. Now, how does the footage look whenever it's not just zooming in? I think that's the most important aspect of any camera, how the raw footage just looks. And this is how it looks with light from my light ring. I'm gonna put them next to each other so we can compare, and as you can see, the lighting makes a huge difference when it comes to this camera. So I would highly recommend buying a small lighting thing. I literally have this circle right here. It cost me less than, messed up my lighting. There we go. See, lighting makes a difference. This one literally cost me less than 20 bucks on Amazon, so I will link it down below if you guys want it, because lighting does make a huge difference when it comes to this camera. And how does it look at night? This is how it looks at night outside, and this is how it looks with my iPhone flashlight. It does make it a little better, but it is really hard to see at night, and that has become an issue because if you ever try to vlog at night, you don't get a good quality video. So just beware of lighting with this camera, honestly. I also want to compare to my iPhone some footage because I think it's really important. If you want to start a YouTube channel, honestly, you do not need a camera. The reason I bought it is because I personally needed the motivation. I needed to put money down for me to actually start this thing. And as you guys saw earlier, I got this camera, then it took me a long time to start. However, I just went on a tangent. Back to the camera. I'm gonna put up some footage from my camera and my iPhone right now so we can compare. As you can see, I have the iPhone 15 and it has a great quality camera. It zooms in better than this camera, if I'm being honest. And if you just buy a ring for it, a light ring, you can attach it easier to the phone than the camera. I did have a portable light ring light. It wasn't a ring, it was like a little square, but I was scared to attach it to the camera because I didn't want to break it, and I felt comfortable attaching it to my phone. It was easier. So when it comes to video quality, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because I do like the video quality. It's very clear, it's HD. However, you have to be very specific with this camera. If you don't have the right lighting, if you don't have the right background, it does get a little weird. It does make the footage seem a little bad. So that's the reason I took off a couple points. Now, a huge positive with this camera is autofocus, in my opinion. I feel like I've read some Reddits that didn't like the autofocus on this camera, but I personally love it. I tend to move a lot and I have like a lot of hand gestures when I talk, and this just finds my face so easily, and that's so helpful for me because, see, it's still me. I can do that and it'll still be me. However, the autofocus is only good during the day. We seem to have this continuing an issue that the camera does not work very well at night. The best type of lighting with this is honestly some soft lighting. Maybe like the morning, just open the window and let the light come through the window and put the camera in front of the window. That's gonna be the best lighting. That's the best lighting to film with this camera. If you're a person that vlogs at night, I would highly not recommend getting this camera, and you would need something that's more for night. But if you're just vlogging during the day, if you're just taking pictures or whatever, this camera is perfect for you. Now, if you're vlogging handheld, how smooth is the footage? This camera only has electronic stabilization. It does not have optical. It crops in slightly when you turn it on. It's decent for casual vlogging, but it's not movie making material type of camera. Now, let's talk about audio. Did you hear that? This camera does come with a built-in mic, which is great. It does have a mic connection, which is amazing because I know that a lot of cameras don't, and you have to use a separate mic. It also came with a wind blower thing, the thing that you put on top of the mic so it doesn't catch all the noise from the wind. It came with one of those. To attach a mic to this camera, it's the little circle connection that it has it on the side. I'm honestly fine with this audio. I do want to improve my footage and I do want to make my videos better. That's the only reason I'm considering a mic. But if you're just beginning and this is your first camera, I think you'll be really good with this mic, honestly. It's a pretty good mic. As you guys can hear, I'm not using a mic right now and my voice is not too loud and y'all can hear me pretty well. Also, side note, I really want to try ASMR. That's the real reason I am buying the mic. And I need some recommendations down below because I'm not a tech girl, so I would like to know what kind of mics you guys recommend for me for ASMR. So for the built-in mic and then the mic connection on the side, I think I'm gonna give this camera a 4.5 out of 5 because it's super easy to use and it's a pretty decent mic for a built-in mic. Last but not least, how is the battery? The battery is pretty good. It lasts about an hour or two. I don't film a lot of continuous shots. I film a lot of vlogs, so between shots, I do plug it in so it doesn't die on me. I've had it die on me before and it was just a mess. So because I do vlog, I just plug it in whenever I'm not vlogging. But a really neat thing about this camera is that you can use it while it's charging. So while it's plugged in, you can still use it. Actually, I am using it right now as it is plugged in because I forgot to charge it. This is great for sit-down videos because you don't have to wait for the camera to charge or a battery to charge for you to be able to start recording. You can just record it right away. So my best advice if you are getting this camera when it comes to the battery is just plan accordingly. Know what you want to film or an estimate and make sure you have enough battery for it. So is this camera worth it? I think that really depends on your needs. If you want to start a YouTube channel, my advice, you have an amazing camera built into your phone, so there's no need to spend the money on a camera. But if you do want to start a YouTube channel and you do have a little bit of a budget, I highly recommend this camera. It's your first starter camera. And it's really nice having both of them because sometimes I'll check my notes on my phone or I'll write out a script or something on my phone and I can still record it on the camera. And honestly, I think it's slightly better than an iPhone, but not by much. So if you mostly film in good lighting, if you don't care about the autofocus or zoom of it, I think you'll be good with this camera. So that is my review of the Sony ZV-1F or 1F. If this helped you, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. And let me know in the comments if you're leaning towards buying the camera or if you're gonna pass on it.
Like love looked like forever, but I fear we had a paper town. Look good till the ink ran out. I guess we ended too soon. We painted bright blue skies. You were never truly mine. Our map's been torn in two. This paper